gentlemen, boys and girls, everyone around the world, let's get back straight into it. Two disturbing true horror stories animated. Let's get straight into it.
One day, I was on duty as a fitness coach for my 360 fitness company, which partners with a call center agency called TELUS International in Iloilo, Philippines.
You a fitness man? You what was a heavyweight champion?
My shift started at 6 a.m. and ended at 3 p.m. I woke up early, made breakfast, prepped my lunch.
That's school time, bro. You never leave the school hours, bro.
Took a bath, changed into my work clothes, and headed straight to a nearby jeepney stop. I rode a jeepney toward my workplace, located on the 15th floor of SM Strata. I got off in front of my SM City at exactly 5 a.m. and crossed the overpass from SM Mall to SM Strata. Once there, I took the elevator from the lobby up to the 15th floor. After arriving, I signed the attendance logbook at the security.
Man, it looks so serious, bro. What the hell? What are you looking at me for, bro?
Desk and used my access card to enter the workplace. When I got to the fitness gym, I noticed something strange. The smart TV was still on. I asked the security guard about it because the TV should never be left on overnight. I messaged our group chat asking the coach from the previous shift if he might have forgotten to turn it off. He replied almost instantly, saying he had definitely turned it off before leaving.
Y'all tweaking. Okay. Okay, you want me to
Then the security guard came back, his face pale.
He
told me they had checked the CCTV footage and the TV had turned on by itself. I was speechless. The smart TV required someone to physically press a switch located behind it to turn it on. It made no sense. Still, I tried to shake it off and continue my morning routine. Before my shift officially started at 6 a.m., I decided to squeeze in my own workout. It was leg day.
We could excuse a TV turning on. You know, faulty wiring, fucking, I don't know, rebooting system. Smart TVs are fucking weird now.
Smith machine barbell squats, deadlifts, Romanian deadlifts, Bulgarian split squats, and dumbbell calf raises. After my workout, I stretched, then headed to the shower room to freshen up. I was drenched in sweat. As the water ran over me, I suddenly heard a faint sound. Psst. I froze. I knew for a fact I was alone in the gym. I tried to brush it off. Maybe it was just a pipe or the sound of water. But then I heard it again, louder this time. Psst. My heart started pounding, and then I heard it. A deep, demonic voice calling my name.
Christian.
I panicked. I rushed out of the shower, water still dripping from my hair, grabbed my clothes, and threw them on as fast as I could. My hands were shaking. When I sat down at my desk, trying to steady my breathing, I kept telling myself it was all in my head. Just stress, just exhaustion.
Chill out.
But at 6 a.m. when clients started arriving, one of them, someone I was close to, noticed how pale I looked.
Are you okay, Coach?
He asked. I hesitated before answering.
No. Do you think there are spirits in this place?
He didn't even hesitate. He nodded.
Technically, yes. After a call center employee died of a heart attack here, people say her spirit still roams the building. The workplace was never blessed by a priest after she passed. People have reported strange things. Doors opening, equipment.
Why is... Okay. How does a client know more information about the building than the actual fitness instructor? I don't get that. No, I don't get that. How does that... What? No, that's actually wild.
Moving, hearing voices.
He leaned in closer.
I've experienced it too. One time I was lying down doing crunches when something grabbed my leg. But when I looked up, there was nothing there.
He's trying to touch you.
He stared at me with a
wants you, bro.
serious expression.
Be careful, Coach.
I sat there in silence,
Be careful,
chills
Coach.
crawling
Nah,
up
I'm
my
dipping.
spine. That night replayed in my mind over and over again. If that spirit really is still here, will it come back for me?
That's gonna touch you. P. Diddy style.
I rented an
Bias.
apartment when I was 20.
Chill. You're going a little too fast. Forget to read what it said. What it say? Invited us. Alright. I go.
I rented an apartment when I was 24. It was cheap, but I liked it. My first time living alone, and I was excited. The building was 6 stories high, with more than 10 households, but strangely, it was always quiet. I rarely saw any of my
What
neighbors,
interesting building.
and when I did, they never looked at me. They just walked past me like I wasn't there.
Nah, them definitely
Something
drug
about
dealers.
it felt
Nah,
odd.
them definitely drug
One
dealers.
day, I was heading out to the supermarket, walking down the hall, when I noticed one of the apartment doors was slightly open. Out of curiosity, I peeked inside. There was a
I'm the victim. I'm the victim. DoorDash lady 1-on-1. The DoorDash lady learned it from this guy.
large group of people sitting around a long table eating.
Okay.
It was dark inside, no lights, no sounds, just the faint clicking of dishes. Every
Okay,
window was
wow.
covered by thick curtains, and the whole place
by thick. Every window is covered by curtains. Scary curtains. Like, what are we talking about? Of course. Yes, the curtains are covering the windows. That's very scary.
looked like it was drenched in shadow. Before I could process what I was seeing, the door slammed shut right in my face.
Good.
I jumped, but brushed it off,
It's
thinking
probably-
maybe the wind caught it. I went to the store,
This motherfucker said the wind.
bought what I needed, and then came back. When the elevator doors
You might be
opened
on
on my
crack.
floor, I froze. There was a crowd of people standing right in front of me. Their faces were pale, their expressions blank,
What's up with this one?
but their eyes, they were angry. They just stood there, staring. None of them moved, none of them spoke.
Menacingly.
The silence felt suffocating. Then, one of them leaned in close and whispered, "Invite us." His voice was so quiet, it barely sounded human. I forced a
Pause.
nervous smile and tried to squeeze past them. As I did, a horrible stench hit me, something foul and
So you
rotten,
went through them?
and I nearly gagged. When I turned around, the elevator doors closed behind me, and they were gone. That uneasy feeling stuck with me all
Invite us
night.
to the elevator
A
or
few
my
days
house?
later, I came home from work to see police cars parked out front. Officers were standing near an apartment door, the same one I had peeked into.
Fucking
One
pedo.
officer stopped me and explained what happened. The man who lived there hadn't paid rent for weeks. The manager tried knocking, but there was no answer, only a terrible smell coming from inside.
Oh my god, it's gonna be a
When
family.
they broke the door open, they found a pile of shoes in the entryway, far too many for
There's gonna
one
be a-
person.
There's gonna be a family
Inside, there were clothes scattered everywhere, shirts, pants,
What the
coats,
hell?
laid out as if people had vanished right out of them. In the middle of the room was that same long table, covered in food, rotten food, mold growing on the plates, but there wasn't a single person in sight. On the wall,
Thank you
written
for
in large
inviting
red
us.
letters, were the
What?
words, "Thank you for inviting us." The tenant was never found. I didn't know his name or his face, so I couldn't help the police. But every time I walk past that apartment door, I still wonder, who were those people I saw eating in the dark?
No, I think they were people, man. They might have been ghosts. If you guys enjoyed, like and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.